Hi guys, it's your boy here, Crispin, rapping here live. And if in case you're new to my YouTube channel, this is okay, subscribe to my channel, like and share, tell your friends and family. And tonight we're gonna have a blast with all my friends over here. We have like France, Brazil, we have Germany. Congo, we have Germany, we have everyone is here, like all the cultures. You know, today we're gonna have like more like an opinion conversation. Okay, so guys, are you ready for this?
No.
Yes. Perfect. Now, before we start this channel, if in case you're new to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Tell a friend and a family, subscribe to my channel. Crispin is here to get you served and ready. Okay, now let's jump right into it. So guys, my question is, how do you know a girl likes you?
Oh shit.
What are the tips or what are the signs for you to know that a girl or a guy likes you? Who wants to answer this question?
I have a good one.
Sure, please.
Okay, so personal experience.
How do you know she likes you? How do you know she likes you?
It's gotta be a good one, no matter what he says.
Personal experience. She goes to Brazil. So imagine, just Brazil is your home country. She goes to Brazil with you, and then you try to kiss her, and she says no, and you're like,
So wait, are you telling me that in Brazil, it's always like that in Brazil? Because I'm very curious. In Ghana, it's different. Like we are all from different cultures, so I'm very curious and very interesting to know how it's being done in Brazil. So like you saying right now, this is Ego, by the way, and he's just like telling us about his place in Brazil.
oh yeah, it's actually crazy. So in Brazil, how can I say this in a good way? Kissing is basically nothing.
Okay.
You go outside in the streets and you kiss and like whatever. You probably even didn't hear each other's voices. You don't even talk to each other, and then you kiss each other.
Wow, I'm
I
very
was in Brazil once with him,
Uh-huh.
and it was carnival, so it was like the biggest party of the year, and people literally come up to you. They don't speak one word with you. They come up to you,
can I kiss
hi,
you?
can we kiss?
And maybe
And
you
you'd be
don't
like,
even ask.
I don't know, and then they just go for it, you know.
Just like that.
Nothing. It's just like that.
Wow. And is there anybody who has a different opinion? In France, how is it being done in France?
You don't do that, for sure.
So wait, so what do you guys do in France? How do you know someone likes you? How do you know? I mean,
Depends on the person, I guess, but it's more of a, I don't know, behavior, like you're getting closer or with the eyes.
Yeah,
you can.
with the eyes. I don't know. It's
Eye contact, girls.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been here for like a big long time already in your lives. You know it. Let's be honest, you know it.
You know what?
it's always, there's this always a chemistry, when someone likes you, personally, I think when someone likes you, you feel it and you know this person likes me, you understand? But then again, I mean, I'm talking from a guy's perspective, okay? Depends on how you in English we call something, people address you by the way you address yourself, you know that, right? Like the way you address, that's how I'm going to address you. So for example, when it comes to relationship, it might not be love at that moment, but it can be like a lust or affection or likeness, So it depends on how you go about it. But then again, with girls, I'm a guy, so I don't know how girls feel. So with guys, we can just predict, you understand? But with you girls, I think the normal culture or like the normal norm is that a guy is supposed to propose to a girl, right? In every culture. So when a girl proposes to a guy, it looks a certain way. In just our generation, things are changing, I understand. But I mean, in our parents' time, it's a man who's supposed to propose to a girl. So I think we still have this tradition or this norm, you understand, that we are like, okay, I like this guy, I have a crush on this guy, but I don't want to be like, I don't want to sound like I'm a hoe or yeah,
I
please.
have actually.
That's a
yeah,
curse word.
Yes,
after
please.
that, I
After
was
you,
saying-
yeah.
You say guys and then to propose, but if I like you and I'm a guy and you're a guy, who is going to propose?
Well, that's a different story. It's like same sex is different. Okay, we are not emphasizing on same sex. We're talking about like opposite sex. A guy liking a girl, like a girl liking a guy, or a guy liking a girl. Like personally, your question is when in the terms of same sex, yes, I mean it can come from both parties, no problem. But when we're talking about is it heterosexual, right?
Yeah.
It's different because we are known. Like how many times do you see girls going to guys say, "Listen, I like you. I want to be with you. I have a crush on you." Girls don't like to do that unless
I want to beg
Me
to
too.
differ because I did a lot of times, and the response was every time it was actually very positive because I went to them and I was like once I went to a guy and I just was like, "Hey, I think I like you. Can I have your number?" And he was so happy. He was like, "Damn, you asked for my number! Like that's so cool." I think guys actually love when girls do that.
yeah, we do like it. It's true because I have experienced
It's
it
pretty
also.
common.
Yeah,
In Brazil, it's actually very common. Like girls take attitudes because, like, so in Brazil, like there is like a law, like this, like feminism, like kind of in a different way. I think from Europe, it's like more feminism in Brazil is like more like girls take attitude. If they want it, they just go for it. Don't matter what. So it's like pretty common, like you just like going in a club and doing minding your fucking business, shaking your booty, you know, like normal. And then and then a girl comes to you and say, "Oh, I wanna kiss you." I was like, okay. And then
I mean. So, David, what's your take on this?
Well, in the US, we're not, obviously it's not the same as Brazil, but I think you can tell a lot from their body language.
Oh,
Like when you're talking to a girl and she's like playing with her hair, and she's like making eye contact with you, she's like laughing at your jokes, even if they're not funny. But even if you say something that's not funny and they're laughing at you, like, you know you're in good shape.
ignoring
Yeah, no, I mean, like like it's gonna work out.
You're going somewhere.
But like to her point, like any guy would be like incredibly happy if a girl walked up to them and asked for their number and like said like, "Hey, I really like you."
It
Like,
shows
can I get your
attitude.
number. Like,
Even though
that's
the
every
girl-
guy's dream.
Even though
Yeah.
you don't like the girl, like you find she's
Hey,
But that
hey.
like makes us like the girl more.
It's
and more.
flattering nonetheless. I mean, I say this, even for a heterosexual guy, when a guy comes to you saying like something like, "Oh, I like you, I like your vibe, or I like the way you dress," or anything, even if you're heterosexual, you have no interest in the guy whatsoever, it's actually very flattering. So even if you don't like the girl, if it's a girl coming to you and you don't like the girl, it's just, it's like respectful in your way, it's like flattering in your way. It doesn't mean that anything is going to lead from there.
Yeah, of course, but you will never say like, "No, I don't like you," or
There's no reason to be disrespectful.
no, it's not disrespectful.
But you would only go up to
Yeah.
someone.
I don't think it's
Being
it's
honest
very
is one
respectful.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
just being honest.
Yeah,
If you
no.
give me your number and you don't like me, so I will
No,
have
no.
hopes.
No. It doesn't mean that every girl that comes to you, you're going to give them your number. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that. It's like a girl comes to you, even if you don't like her, it's going to be very flattering. But maybe you don't like her. Okay, thank you. It's like very nice of you. I appreciate that you came here.
Yeah.
And stop there.
I think this is rooted in the fact that men generally don't get many compliments. Like
Yeah.
it's rooted in the fact what she said, that normally the guys come up to the girls and they try to hit on them and the girls be like yes or no. But when does the girl come to the guy and be like, "Yeah, I think you look pretty nice and you like look very, very nice and I want to talk to you and I want to have your number." I think this is so rare that actually the guys will be happy, like no matter what the
Yeah.
girl looks like or how the girl is being like. It's
Yeah.
just like a matter of, "Hey, I see you and I feel I want to talk to you and I feel I need to make an effort to tell you this."
Yeah.
And it's not even about where it goes, it's about just making the effort of complimenting.
Wow.
And honestly, I think it happened to me so many times, and it's like, even if I didn't like the girl, like I would, why would I stop the conversation there? I'm happy to continue the conversation. It doesn't mean that anything's going to lead from there, sexually wise. You can just continue the conversation as like two human beings that want to connect in any way. It doesn't mean that you're going to go to bed or have a kiss or anything. And you just
Okay,
have
this
fun.
this is very, very interesting because my I was just listening to what you guys are saying, and honestly I think you guys are all making sense because I'm listening to what you guys are saying and I can put myself into the picture and I think it's true. But you see, the problem is I think I might be wrong. Like I just want you guys to just confirm or correct it. Okay, is it okay? I mean, for the guys, I'm talking to the guys now. So the guys, are you always happy when a girl approaches you instead of you approaching the girl? Are you always happy with it?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. And Henry, what's your take on that, Henry?
Well, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to girls, I have zero game.
Why?
By the way, I'm his friend for a while. I know it's not true.
So
I know it's not true.
So all my girlfriends have approached me,
Uh-huh.
which I really appreciate. You know, makes me feel seen, makes me feel heard, and who doesn't like a compliment?
I mean,
ultimately, we all like compliments.
of course. I can tell you a funny story. Like it's not even a story. It's like 2 seconds. I was in Budapest, like one of my like vacations, and I went to a club. You know, I love to dance. I don't want to say I'm a good dancer, but I think I'm good. You know. So I was yes. Listen, wait.
Okay.
So listen, I know. Listen, I went to the bar and the club, and I was just dancing. And this girl just walked past. And was like, "Ooh, this chocolate guy. I love your dimples." I'm like, yes. She just told me that. Look, you're so chill. Like, I love this chocolate guy. You know, like, and I. For some strange reason, I mean, I know I'm chocolate, I know, and I have dimples, you know. Hello. I mean, I know, but I was like, it gave me this kind of like it boosted my like morale, you know. I was like, you know, when you go to a foreign country, look, Hungary is not a black community, you know, it's more like a white people. So when
That's why they lie.
yeah, exactly, you understand, like the chocolate, you know.
Exactly.
So when the girl just like, you know, listen, I'm going to quote how she was like, oh, this like fine chocolate guy, you know. It's like I was like, yeah, you know, I was so happy, but unfortunately, she was just passing by. I could have taken a number or something, Instagram or something.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
that's why you could have done it.
Exactly, because you know, I was on VK and I was just like playing with, dancing with my friends, drinking. Look, the truth is, I was wasted, but trust me. wait, listen, I was wasted, but with that compliment, trust me, I couldn't skip it. I heard it so right in my ear. So she was like, "Ooh, that was a sexy chocolate guy." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a chocolate guy," you know. It was nice, you know. So listen, I think girls like when guys wine and dine them, yes, and guys also like it when girls approaches them. So now that we have understood this, and it's okay for a guy to approach a girl, likewise, it's okay for a guy to approach a girl.
Respectfully.
Exactly. So now, my second question is, do you think sex on the first dates is an offense or is a crime or is it a good thing? What do you guys think?
Okay, my motto is you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
whenever you
Yeah, I
want.
think
It's more than okay if you want it.
If you want it.
Both
If you both
parties
have
have to
chemistry.
be okay with it.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
all about consent
they can-
and like explicit consent, especially on the first date. It's very important for it to be like explicit. It's not about, oh, I feel she wants it, so I'm doing it. No, it's about explicit consent, and then it's totally fine. I mean, who's there to judge? Who's there to make the rules?
You understand?
And honestly, I feel like this question comes from the general concept of whenever guys have a girl, they are like awesome. But whenever girls have guys, for the first date or whatever, they're whores.
Yeah.
No, mate, guys, like you are equals in these terms, like you just do what you want whenever you want. If you have sex on the first date, be a man, be a guy. You just like doing what you're happy with. It doesn't make you any less or any more of what you are.
So you all are saying that it's okay to have sex on the first date?
Yeah. She wants
That's
it.
okay. So it's all about agreement. I mean, it's about maturity actually. If you want it, she wants it, he wants it, they want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to go.
Of course.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting. Guys, if in case you're new to my channel, this is Crispin360, and of course, if you just tuned in, this is Crispin. I'm just talking about relationships and what you have. So, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell your friends and family that Crispin is here to get you served and served, guys. So, listen. So first, we talked about girls proposing to guys, and you said it's okay for both sexes to propose to each other. Now, the second question was, is it okay for sex to happen on the first date? And you guys are saying that it's okay. Now, I understand. Henry, what's your take on this?
No pressure.
Yes. Henry, what is your take on this? And after Henry, well, guys, listen. Guys, listen. Pardon my French. Listen, his name is Harry. I call him Henry, okay? But I'm sure by now he understands me, so we are good to go. So Harry.
Like, it's been ages. We go out, like, the three of us, me, Chris, and Harry, like, for ages. and there is no one time that he calls him Harry. His name never.
I mean,
So,
listen, find
I
my
just want to
friend.
clarify. My name is indeed Harry.
Okay.
Don't call me Harry.
H-E-R-E.
Yeah, okay. My name is
It's as simple
Harry.
as that.
Okay.
I mean, for
It's
you
Harry.
two, my BS, but
Harry.
my bitch. Whatever you want to call him.
Harry. Okay. All right, bro.
Back to your question.
Yeah,
What
what's
I
the
say
take?
is, sex should never be an expectation.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
You know,
amen to that. Yeah.
You go to a date,
Uh-huh.
if you like each other and the vibe is well,
Mm-hmm.
you may have sex. That's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it should never be an expectation of the first date. Because the way I see it is, you meet people, you connect people, and intimacy is always number one. You like to connect with people.
Yeah.
And if you do,
Connection state.
what the next step is, that's up to you. You know, there's no right and there's no wrong in
Up
this
to
situation.
both.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. And my third question is, do you guys believe in long distance relationships? What's your take on that?
What kind of question is this?
I believe they
It's
exist,
very
but
much
it's
what's
hard.
happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
we
difficult.
have like a very much long distance relationship.
So it's Belgium, Antwerp in Belgium, and
Okay.
Stuttgart in Germany.
It's a 10 hours bus ride. And honestly, I can tell you, I was always very strong believer of I hate long distance. It's like such
Two of us.
bullshit, and I will never do it. Look at me now, I'm doing it, and
Wow.
it's awesome.
No. I swore to myself. I was like, no, long distance is never going to happen. Like, there's no freaking way I'm going to do it. Why in the earth I'm going to submit myself to that? Well, I'm at home, so.
So, in your case, it actually works for you guys, right?
It works.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
David.
like, if the person is worth it, if you really feel like the person, yeah, this is it, then what's gonna stop you?
Okay, so I have something that may connect to all of you guys.
Okay.
Imagine you want to be you don't even want to be in a relationship.
Okay.
Imagine like super happy by yourselves, being single. Like you don't fucking care about like being with anyone else. But then
So you guys want to be in a relationship? You guys want to be single forever?
no,
They want to be single.
no, that's not a mistake.
I'm proud of you
Imagine.
for being in this stage. I'm actually proud of you.
Yeah,
This is very
that's
hard.
perfect because this is a moment that you
like to
actually
be
can
single?
find the person you're going to be happy with.
You like to be single?
But it's
Because
life.
because imagine you
Don't you
are-
want? I mean,
Freedom, absolute freedom.
bro, imagine you're like super happy by being with yourself only, and then you find a person who shows you that being with them is so much better than being by yourself.
But being by yourself was already like 15 out of 10. And now it's 20 out of 10. It's like,
You won't be happy with someone unless you're happy with yourself, ultimately. You know, you need
It's
to
like
be okay being
it's
by
different
yourself.
from like being unhappy with yourself and then look for someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
because the reason why I'm asking these questions, because like sometimes people go like, oh, the best people are always far away. Do you believe that scenario?
let me say something general about long distance. And you said like the best people are always far away.
Yeah.
Let's make a simple math question. How likely is it that the person who matches you best in the entire world is living next to you?
So
It's
let's
basically
imagine.
nothing.
So
Like
let's
this-
let's imagine like there are like more than 200 countries, more than 8 billion people by now in the bloody world, and around you, definitely there's a pretty big number, but compared to the 8 billion, nothing. So how likely is that the amount of people around you are the ones going to match you instead of all around the rest of the world?
I think the important thing is to open your horizon, because the more, like, the wider your horizon is, the more likely it is you meet someone that's actually matching you pretty well. And in my experience, it was always like I found people who I was okay with being for a while, but it wasn't the thing. Because like the actual person, the person who matches me 100% is like living very far away, but I think I don't find someone like that near my country or near my town. So I could be okay with people that live nearby, but it will never be the same.
Especially if you like, yeah, if you have like super high standards, okay, it's just not enough.
Wow.
And I believe that's the benefit of modern dating. Before, you're restricted to people that live in your neighborhood, that go to your school, that go to your work. But ultimately, that doesn't impact on your interests, your hobbies, your visions in the future. And modern dating now gives you the tools to find people more alike to yourself, however they are.
That's very
And there's
interesting.
pros and cons, but ultimately, I believe it leads to just better relationships and better partnerships. And who doesn't want that?
I mean, that's very impressive. David, what's the take on this?
Yeah, I think if it's the right person, then it doesn't matter how far away they live from you. But I've traveled a lot and I've had a lot of like kind of brief relationships with people, but it was never anyone that I connected enough with that I wanted to move
Because
to do the long distance. I don't know, just because there wasn't a strong enough connection. It was just kind of like a brief thing. But if it's the right person, then it doesn't matter how far away you live from them. Like you'll make it work somehow. And yeah.
But
that's my opinion.
I mean, whatever you guys are saying actually is making sense and it's very logical. But my last question is, do you think dating these days has been overrated or underrated?
Oh, that's it.
What do you guys do? You think dating these days, like online dating, do you think it has been overrated or underrated? Because
I think it depends from person to person. Because like you see, honestly, I think you see a lot of people who just like go online dating because they are afraid of being by themselves only. And then it's kind of like an overrated thing about like in terms of, well, if I find someone, it can be anyone, it's better than being by myself. Which is not really how.
yeah, by finding anybody, it's, funny enough. Look, sorry to cut you off. Sorry, I have been in a situation where my friends are like, oh, listen, everybody's in a relationship. I want to find a girl. Meanwhile, you're not even in love with this person, just because you just want to be termed as I'm in a relationship. That's my girl. That's my boy. Because of that, people are in a relationship, and for me, like what you just said, it just drawbacks to what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. When you're not ready, you're not ready. Mentally, you're not ready.
Nah.
For me, I am. I am.
Are you single?
I'm not gonna answer that question. The thing is, listen. I like being in. I like being in a relationship. But I'm not. I don't like the hookup. Well, if it happens, yes. But I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the hookup stuff. I like to be in a. I love the relationship stuff. Like I like to do something with somebody all the time, like go out, hang out, party,
Intimacy.
Also, it's also part of it, So for me, I'm not like the hookup thing is not for me. So if I have to kiss 10,000 francs to meet my princess, I will do it. That which means I will be dating till I'm 75 years.
Bro.
You can't do that here.
Like nowadays, dating is very different from what it was back in the days because we have many more options than before. And I think this makes us in a way very free, but it also makes us struggle more because for me personally, I've had a lot of the thoughts of, okay, this is nice, but what if I can do better? I think the more options we have, and the internet definitely gives us more options than before, and the more options we have, the more we're struggling to be happy with where we are. And that's a big problem, I think, for a lot of people, because you always be like, wait, what if there's not a person? Because it's so easy to meet new people. It's not like you have to actually meet them somewhere physically. You have to be in the same place as them. No, you can just go to the internet and you can meet everyone in like a radius of 25 kilometers or whatever you put in your settings.
True.
And then you can choose, you can swipe and whatever. It's super easy to meet new people. So I think the struggle is high to like be happy where you're at, but as well I think it's a blessing as well to have many options and to actually not have to choose only from like 5 people of your town.
Wow, this has been a very interesting topic, and thank you guys for cooperating with Crispin 360. And I must say, on my next episode, I would love to have the same click in this podcast. And once again, thank you very much. And if in case you're new to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, and I would like to say a very thank you to all my friends here. They had a very big impact on these videos, and hopefully we will see them again. I think this is not going to be the last time, hopefully. But with this group, I can never promise, you know. Whatever they say, whatever they say, it was very, very logical and it makes sense. You know, like it's nice to always have new faces and new opinions, and people are very open-minded these days, and apparently, as you can see, they were very like giving 100%, and I love this. And we have to end our channel for today, but on to the next episode of Crispin 360. I have to sign out, and we say goodbye to you guys and have a nice night. Bye all.
Goodbye.